Hey, ladies, welcome to the Single Moms United podcast. I'm so happy you decided to join once again to hear another episode around encouraging young single moms, and maybe not even young, just single moms in general. The tasks and the challenges we have to go through as a single mom. My goal is to pay it forward, to encourage you as an older single mom. I know the challenges that you will and are encountering raising your children by yourself and not having not only financial support, but that emotional support. A lot of times we get in the arena of, oh my God, I can't pay for this, I can't pay for that. But this is a larger and broader issue than just financial. It's also emotional. On those days you feel alone, seems like everything's coming at you at the same time. And it's like, well, wait a minute. I only have 2 hands and 2 arms. How am I supposed to juggle all of this, right? Again, this podcast is designed to encourage young single moms and let you know you're going to get through this. Yes, it's going to be difficult. Yes, you are going to face challenges, but you're going to get through it. How do I know? That's right. Been there, done that, ladies. Got the t-shirt. All right, so let's get the party started. First, I want to give a shout out to everyone that has taken the time to listen to various episodes this month of June. I've been monitoring my numbers, and thank you so much. I still want to remain humble, right? But thank you. And for lack of a better term, the numbers just exploded in June. So thank you. Sounds like you're tapping some other single moms on the shoulder and saying, hey, go listen. You may find some value here. So thank you for that. Thank you so much for that. And if you are a first-time listener, welcome. And hopefully you will find some value and say, you know what? I'm going to tell another single mom. And not only that, I'm going to sit here, think about what's being said, and maybe I can put my own twist on it, right? Because this isn't a one size fits all, but it's here to encourage you, to invite critical thinking, to say, while she's presenting this and that makes sense, but I may have to tweak just a few things just so that it aligns with what I'm going through, right? And that is perfectly fine, right? Nothing is set in stone. And that just leads me to the next point for all of those folks that are listening to me around the world, coming from the U.S. and wherever you're located. I know we have some cultural differences there. So hopefully you're finding value. And I also see how you're tuning back in as well. And I certainly appreciate that. All right. Ladies, again, I am on this poetry kick. I love writing poems. As it relates to podcasts, and I know there's other various podcasts out there around parenting and so forth, and you have folks talking about various situations. So this podcast is going to be a little more unique, but I'm now just pivoting towards to providing or reciting poems that I write, right? So you're not going to find these in Hallmark. You're not going to be able to Google them because these are from the heart. A matter of fact, a 3 a.m. heart. I don't know what it is about 3 a.m. That's when these poems come to me. So today, this poem is about our daughters. And I don't know if I mentioned to you all or not, but I have a son and a daughter, and I love them dearly. And so before you ask, well, what about sons? Well, you have to come back next week because I have a poem regarding sons, right? So, but today I want to specifically do a poem for daughters. I love my daughter with all my heart, and there are days when I look at her and I'm like, oh my gosh, she is so much like me. A lot of her behavior and so forth. And so, how do you get upset when someone's mimicking you or mimicking your behavior? right? So that's what we're going to talk about today, moms. That's what we are going to talk about today. All right. So again, there isn't a fancy title for this. It's just a daughter poem. And hopefully you will find value in it and be encouraged by it. And remember, at the end of the day, they're still our girls, right? They're our daughters. And we can't get upset when they do certain things when they're just only mimicking our own behavior. All right, so here we go. Here we go. As a mom, we all were thrilled to know we have a daughter that sometimes reminds us to relax and chill. Her presence in our lives isn't a mistake. We have to learn how to emotionally navigate. Now, ladies, remember when dealing with our daughters, they're linked to us with an emotional component. As their mom, we can't help but own it. It has to be understood she is moving into womanhood. There are days when both mom and daughter's emotions will run high, but when we have to set them aside and still try. Her unusual behavior should make us nervous. Mom is only a reminder she is a product of us. The transformation from girl to woman is the part that really tugs at our heart. Some days their emotional ups and downs makes it hard to believe this is who we conceived. Now, how do we remain calm when the mommy title turns into mom? Well, that is her finding her maturity in the midst of her own insecurities. So, during this transition, we cannot abort our support. There will be days we have to embrace our daughters from afar because they are dealing with real emotional scars. The good news is we can get them through this, but it requires a lot of hugs and kisses. Now we have to be firm yet gentle. Much of what they are going through is mental. There will be days you will find their behavior hard to defend, but mom, remember it's our continued support is how they will win in the end. There will be days when you say, I've been more than fair, and want to respond with, I no longer care. But, ladies, this is not the response our daughters need if we want her to succeed. As moms, we have to stay strong. She is a product of us. So we have to limit how much we fuss. Being a parent of a daughter is immense and requires ongoing strength. Now, moms, we aren't experts, but we do know for sure we don't like seeing our daughters hurt. Yes, mom, there are girls, so hold on tight as we both push through this emotional fight. It won't be long until she too will have a daughter of her own and won't listen and say, I'm grown. We all want our daughters to stand on our own 2 feet, so patience will be required if the emotional drama we want to defeat. On a side note, one advantage, we never have to guess when she is experiencing PMS. We all wish we had a cure for those emotional challenges she endures. It's those emotions that's doing all the negative talk. So, mom, steer the conversation back to positive thoughts. Let's continue to love on our girls. Yeah, they are our world. Ladies, we should know we reap what we sow. All right, ladies, there you have it. Again, a poem for our daughters. I hope you found some encouragement with this because as they do transition into womanhood, they are going to go through those emotional ups and downs, just like you did, just like I did. So you have to find an acceptable balance. And even if it takes you walking away to help diffuse the situation, then do that, mom. Do that. Because we should be at a position in our lives that we understand what they're going through emotionally. So we don't challenge, right? We don't challenge, we walk away, and then come back and address any issues that's kind of gotten out of hand. I hope you enjoyed today's episode about daughters. If you did, that's right. Tell another single mom. That's what this is all about. It's about encouragement and motivation. And also visit my website, singlemomsunitedpodcast.com, my YouTube page. I'm looking for some feedback, ladies. Tell me how you feel. Were you encouraged or discouraged? I want to know. I have thick skin. I've been around for a while. So I can't help but have some thick skin going on right about now. So you have a fabulous day, a marvelous week, and a glorious month. Take care.